everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenger. Welcome back to my channel, and I believe this is installment number 4 in my Declutter With Me 2023 edition. You can tell we are still in the kitchen because I still have a lot to do in here. So today I'm going to do appliances. I have a lot of them. Let's talk about appliances, shall we? I believe that if you like to eat, more than likely you like to cook. And if you like to cook, you probably like a lot of kitchen gadgets and appliances. Listen, they're great. I love them. I don't have an obsession over appliances, but I never refused one. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I enjoy reviewing appliances. And over the years, quite a few companies sent me appliances. Some of them were okay, some of them I actually did not keep, and some of them, of course, I have kept. But I'm really running out of room. I'm running out of room, and what was initially my appliance cabinet ended up overflowing to the other side, and now I have so much stuff on the other side that in order for me to get to those appliances, it takes about 20 minutes to get everything out of the way. It's getting out of control. So I need to not just reorganize my appliances, but really go through them and decide what am I keeping and what I'm letting go of, because I'm sure this repeats. This is actually going to be very difficult for me. So I know that for the last 3 episodes, a lot of you have mentioned that it's amazing how fast I can make decisions now compared to when I started decluttering on this channel 10 years ago. And I agree, I'm much faster. It's easier for me to make decisions. But appliances, I don't know if you're going to be impressed with my decluttering today. So to compensate for my lack of letting go of electrical appliances, I'm probably going to do a lot of cleaning, because in the interest of keeping it real, as usual on this channel, fair warning, my appliances are filthy. You see, I don't bother pre-cleaning to present myself for somebody that I am not. I don't do that on this channel. My appliances are filthy. There's probably old crusted marinara sauce, dried up onion somewhere in there, whatever, you name it, it's on there. I have to clean them. So today we're doing appliances, I'm making decision, I'm reorganizing everything, but most important, I need to clean them. Welcome back to my kitchen and the circus. Here's the clown car, my appliance cabinet. Actually, one of them, because there's 2. It is the entire depth of the counter here, or bar, whatever you want to call it. So here is the majority of my appliances. So in here I have a multi-cooker that's actually more of a slow cooker than anything else. There's more stuff in the back, you can't see it. There's a mini mixer, blender thing. Bread machine over there. This is the pressure cooker from Kosori that I really like. There's more stuff in the back. My latest one is this one right here, that Z-Star air fryer, little oven thing. We actually really like this one, but I would like it off the counter. All right, and this is where I'm gonna horrify everybody. This is the other side. Okay, so I put this here because I needed a surface. This is the logic, okay? I needed a surface for this thing here, the soda stream. Isn't it ridiculous? So of course, a whole accumulation of nonsense, right? And then if I want to get to my other appliances, I gotta pull all the chairs. Okay, hold on. And there's some here, all right? So the stand mixer is here. There's more not too much over there, but there's more stuff in here. So I got to empty all of this, and I have an idea of what I want to do. First, I have to pull everything out, and I have to make a decision as to what appliance am I keeping. Some of them I don't use that often, but I do want to keep. I give you, for instance, the dehydrator. It's ginormous. I don't need to keep it here. I really only use it at the end of gardening season. Well, that's not true. I just made apple crisps with it, like, you know, the apple chips. All right, so I got to figure out, but probably I can put it in the basement. I don't have to keep it in here. What I would like to do is in the cabinet right here that's easy to reach is only keep the appliances I use the most. That would be the air fryer. I just used it last night. The pressure cooker, I just used it last night. I made a soup in it, and in the air fryer, we made chicken nuggets in it. So I use those the most. The bread machine, we use it at least twice a week, if not 3 times a week. I'm looking at my loaf right now, and I have probably another day worth. So tomorrow night, Sunday night, I'm probably gonna have to make another bread loaf. So the bread machine, the air fryer, the pressure cooker, and the stand mixer are the ones that I use the most. I would like to have them in here. Everything else can go in the back. But I also have all the stuff on that shelf that I would like to have in the back. And some of it is my cast iron. I could put it somewhere else, I'm sure. But what I want to do today is get those 2 cabinets cleaned out, reorganized, and figure out where I'm going to put the soda stream. All right, let's get started. That out. That's the last one. They covered dog hair. Boy, I'm a hot mess. So yeah, I'm a hot mess. But you know what? At least I'm acknowledging it. It's a struggle. I don't hide it on this channel. I tell you all the time. This is my struggle. I have too much. I don't have anywhere to put it. I don't keep up, I don't maintain, and as a result, everything is covered in grease and dog hair, and cat hair, and dust bunnies, and whatever, and what appears to be crumbs. It is what it is. All right, let's count them, shall we? And you tell me down below, how many appliances do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with the air fryer, 11 with the dehydrator, and guess what? I forgot the popcorn machine. It's under there. Popcorn machine. So that makes it 12. I'm not counting the vacuums, okay, because we're easily at 20. Well, 12. Plus the coffee machine, 13, my tea kettle, 14. I'm thinking. The pulser, the brown pulser, that's 15. I have 15 appliances currently in my kitchen. Is it too much? Serious question. Is it too much? Perhaps it is. Hey, before I do anything, I'm gonna wash them. And you know, I was thinking, I think it behooves me to move this shelf a little bit lower so that I can put taller appliances on top, because I'm not just reorganizing here. I'm trying to make things a little bit more practical. Like, for instance, the stuff that I use all the time, Why should I bend all the way down to get it? Why not put it on this shelf? That's half the effort, right? Man, these are so deep. Okay. We're gonna look at them in order of most used, meaning almost every day, at least 2 to 3 times a week. And the one that stands out is the bread machine. We use it 2 to 3 times a week, no joke. Now, I used to have 2, so that would have been 17. Jackie sent me one that was a smaller version of this, and I really liked it because instead of making the loaf horizontal, it was making the loaf vertical, which means that if you left the paddle in it, you actually had more bread before you got to the paddle and had to like kind of disassemble the stuff, and it actually did make a darker crust. I really liked that little one. It was a Cuisinart, same brand, but a smaller, more compact model. Jackie, I gotta tell you, you know what happened to it? It was on the edge of the counter, and I made a pizza dough with it. And I guess the pizza dough was a little bit too much in terms of the churning. And unbeknownst to me, the machine started vibrating and getting towards the edge of the counter. And we heard a big crash. The machine, and I hear that happens a lot with bread machines, the machine actually fell. And because I have tiles, and the way it fell, it totally broke the top lid. So I had to let it go. I'm sorry. The bread machine is number 1. If we use it all the time, I should have it in this cabinet on the top shelf. Let's see if it fits on the top shelf. Otherwise, I gotta move that shelf down. Nope. So I have to take it down by at least 2 holes. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to move this shelf because these are the bracket holders that are super hard. It's this type of brackets right here. They are so difficult to remove. So let's see if I go like this. Oh, I'm going to be here forever. Okay. Let's try the left side first. Oh, okay, now can I do this here? Okay, I got this. I gotta think. Be right back. These are the worst. They're the worst. Oh my God, I almost lost 2 fingers in this process. Okay. So now I should be able to put that shelf right here. Right here. Right here. So now the bread machine should fit in here. I forgot the Korean barbecue thing that's in that cupboard over there. What does it make it, like 18? Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know, I forgot to count. Or 17 or 18. Okay, let's get back to it. So the one that I use the most is the bread machine. What's the next one that I use the most? It's probably going to be the air fryer. So the air fryer is over there, so I'm keeping that. After that, it's the stand mixer. Definitely the stand mixer. Now the stand mixer I tried, I can't fit it at the bottom shelf. It's got to go next to the bread machine. That's fine. I'll have to that and then maybe the air fryer. Okay, popcorn machine is probably number 4. Actually, I think it's number 3. So we're keeping that definitely. Now, I have this, that's a slow cooker, and I have this, that's a Instapot. I just use this, and I use that over Thanksgiving. So obviously I'm using them, I'm keeping them, and the Kosoris are really, really good. Okay, so that leaves me with the large food processor and the little food processor. This one we use, actually just used that the other day when I was making my galette de roi. But they don't need to be in this cabinet because I don't use them that often. So that can go back in the other cabinet. Okay, next, actually the first one should be, yeah, shrink wrap my windows. I'm trying to save money on oil. The soda stream, that's used every day. Okay, that's my mother-in-law, if you remember. She gave me her original Corningware percolator and thing. I don't need to keep them in the kitchen. I'm gonna bring them to the basement. They can go on the shelf. I'm keeping them. I'm just not using them. Actually, I'm not using them at all, to be honest, but you know, what am I supposed to do? So what are you supposed to do in that case, right? I was super excited to get them, and I really like them. I mean, obviously I like Corningware, okay? It's not my pattern, but this Scott's family, she gave them to me. It's not that I feel an obligation to keep them. I just don't feel obligated to use them. That's the difference. So is this a hoarding tendency? I don't know. I just don't want to part with them right now because guilt, you know, and that would be a no-brainer if it was my pattern. They'll be on the shelf. I would figure out a way I'll put it on the shelf, you know. But they take room. I don't want to keep them here. They can go down in the basement. That's where they were in our house anyway. I'm going to keep them in the basement on the shelf downstairs. So that way they're here. You know, that's ridiculous. I just don't feel right letting them go. But anyway, let's move forward, shall we? Do you feel guilty about stuff like that? Like I do? Like I really feel guilty about letting them go. Like she made such a big deal. Giving them to me, and I really like them, but I don't live in a mansion, okay? I don't have one of those ginormous kitchen with butler's pantry and all. I have a tiny kitchen. And some of you have even smaller kitchens. So what do we do? What do we do? I'm going to put it in the basement. I feel confident about that. I'm good. I'm good with that. All right. This thing here. That was given to me as a review. And it's called the Oda kitchen. You know what that is, right? A blender thing. Okay. I actually used it for quite some time. I was making, and if you go on my Instagram, you'll probably see reels of me doing all sorts of smoothie and stuff. So when I was having like my health kick, I was making every day. I was going to work with a vegetable, mostly green stuff, and fruit smoothie. I would drink it in the car on my way to work. And I was still trying to lose weight, and I wasn't really losing a lot of weight. And then one day I said, you know what, let me stop doing this because I have a feeling that this is a problem. So I stopped making them. And guess who started losing weight again? This girl. So the smoothies with the fruits and the vegetables and stuff were actually stopping me. I wasn't gaining, but it was stopping me from losing weight because there's too much sugar in it. And I was putting coconut milk. What was it? It was coconut milk, a banana. Sometimes I would put an avocado, definitely kale, and some berries. It was just too much. And I haven't used it since. And I really don't have any other use for it. If I wanted to blend a soup, I have my handheld blender. I can use that. Plus, I can't use the hot soup in this because this is plastic, and I had one of those blenders in the past that had the plastic thing, and it cracked when you put the hot soup in it. So I'm gonna let go of this one. I just don't know if I can donate it, because the handle right here, oh, well, there you go, broke. All right, I'm not gonna donate that, so that can go. I finally got rid of one. Okay, one. Do you want to see the inside? I got this, I think for $2 at a thrift store. And I was like, oh, the kids would like waffles. We used to have a waffle maker a long time ago and then it broke. So I bought it. And we made waffles a couple of times. And it's pretty cool. The only problem with it is that those don't come off, right? They don't have accessories like the panini and all of this stuff. So those don't come off. And then every time I made it, the stuff would come out like all over the place. And it also doesn't rotate. So it's not a very fancy. What's the brand? This is a Sultan Belgian waffle maker. That can go. That's the basket that goes in the bread machine. I'm thinking, I believe this is the accessory that goes in the Instapot. I have never used it. Never. So I'm letting go of this. This I use. And if you remember, I did a review of it and I had a giveaway for it. I actually do use this. So the mandolin, this is really cool. The only thing with it is that it's so sharp, you gotta be careful how you store it. So I'm keeping this. Okay, let's start with the bread machine. So what I did was fill up my sink with hot sudsy water. And I'm going to wash all my appliances. And I even have a little brush. So that's pretty much it for this cabinet. These are the appliances that we use the most all the time. The bread machine and the stand mixer, and at the bottom is the air fryer. In the back cabinet, I'm going to put everything else. Does anybody remember what I had hanging here? Come on. Oh, God. little things, you know. Which reminds me, trying to remember what I had here. I didn't do it last time. I'm taking a break. That's my slow cooker. It definitely needs cleaning, doesn't it? Look at this. Look at all this stuff. Oh, wait. It's even worse over here. All right, let's clean it. This has to be the worst, absolutely the worst. But wait, I'm gonna zoom in. Yeah. You know, I bet you somewhere out there on Etsy, some lady is making a fortune quilting and sewing appliance cozies. You know, little, what do you call them? Caps, covers to put over those. I think I've seen them. Back in the days, they used to sell them, so somebody's got to be making them. I'm going to investigate, because that can't be that hard to make. So that could be a solution for me. For those appliances, I don't use that often, but then again, I could also opt with the shocking solution of cleaning my appliances properly after I use them. Right. You go all the way to the back. You go in the front. And these are the accessories. That's for the little one. I don't really use that. I think that can go. This is for the little one. I'm gonna keep. That goes with that. Well, hold on. No, I'm not gonna keep that. That goes with that. So does that. Oh, that's the thing for my mandolin, and I don't use it, so guess what, that can go. And then this is the gasket for something I probably no longer use, so all of this, I'm keeping the basket just in case. Okay. You know, I never use this. It's to cut stuff so that it goes here instead of going all the way to the bottom. I never used it. I don't need it. So that's the little one. It can go right here. And guess what? I now have room for my Korean barbecue thing if I put it lengthwise. We don't need someone to feel alright. I forgot about this one. That's the yogurt maker. What is it? We're on 19 now. No, that I'm keeping, okay? I use it. Okay. I'm gonna put it on top of the Korean barbecue. Better yet. Okay. It'll fit, and there's plenty room. Nothing is, you know, being damaged or anything. Looks like this is gonna work. So now I'm left with 2 appliances that I'm keeping. I'm looking around, okay? The dehydrator. It's gonna go downstairs with my mother-in-law's Corningware. And the last one is the popcorn maker. So I don't have room in either of those cabinets, but I came up with an idea. I gotta climb. Hold on. So now the kids have access to it without having to climb over there. So let's recap the day, shall we? Today I decluttered this cabinet here and reorganized all of the appliances, keeping in this cabinet closest to us in the kitchen only the appliances that we use on a very, very regular basis, if not every other day. And the cabinet was cleaned as well. And in the back cabinet, I'm putting all of the appliances that we don't use every week, but once in a while, but still want to keep, like the pressure cooker and the slow cooker, the food processors, yogurt, and the Korean barbecue over there. This one here is going to the basement, and this is everything I'm decluttering today. I have 2 appliances and a bunch of accessories I absolutely never ever used, and probably, more than likely, certainly, I guess, will never use. So there you go. This is what I'm letting go today. So now the question is, what is Sophia going to do the next time a company contacts her and tells her, hey, we have this really great kitchen appliance, would you like to review it? Chances are I'll say yes. But what could I possibly get as an appliance at this point that I don't have already? What am I missing? Ice cube maker, ice cream maker, pork sausage maker. What else am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the a real espresso machine would be nice, you know. What else am I missing? I'm thinking about all the type of appliances that you could possibly have in your kitchen. Crushed ice cone machine. I'm thinking. Are you thinking? Come on, we got to come up with another appliance I do not have. I'm pretty well equipped. It's really cool. All right, I like what I did today. It was a long time coming for me to do that. You know, it's you got to plan. That's the thing with a kitchen, right? And I know that, for instance, some people have asked me, why am I keeping the forks and knives all the way over there when I'm cooking over here. And the reason is because we eat in the dining room, and that's the closest drawer to the dining room. So the plates are above the forks and knives. So if I'm setting the table or the kids are setting the table to have lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, it's right here. So it makes sense to us. And a lot of what happens in the kitchen or in a home in general only makes sense to you, okay? I mean, it's true. There's so many different ways of moving things around in the kitchen. You have to plan and live in your kitchen for a long time before you realize what really works and what's not gonna work. Like, for instance, the teas in the long drawers. I tried that. It didn't work for me. What else have I tried that didn't work for me? Oh, when we get to the Ziploc bags and all of that. Remember, I had them in that cabinet over there, and I had bought this cheapo, well, it was like 15 bucks, I think. It was like a rack, right? And then you put them on, and it's nice, right? It's only nice on day one because my cabinets are so deep. Whenever you put the stuff in, they would fall on the other side because it didn't have a backing. If it had a backing, it would have worked, but it didn't. So I bought the wrong system, or I put it in the wrong cabinet. Anyway, I got rid of it. So it's a trial and error in the kitchen, and again in a home in general. You try to figure out things, and then they work for a little bit, and then they stop working, and then you shuffle things around and you try another system. I should have done what I did today a long time ago, which was prioritizing. Oh, that's a hard one to say for me. I'm going to keep that in as a blooper, and you're going to get an idea of how difficult it is for me to speak. Prioritizing, I can't say it. 30 years and I still have, but anyway, what I didn't take into account is how much we use appliances, and where to put them based on their level of use. So this is the appliances that we use the most. They're easy to access. Take them out, use them, put them back. If I need an appliance that I don't use very often, I no longer have to move the one I use all the time in order to reach the ones I use once in a while. The once in a while appliances are all in that cupboard, all the way in the back. So that's good. And that's about it. So give me a thumbs up if I inspired you to work on your appliances. I'm sorry about the grime. It is what it is. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? But I am making progress and I'm making efforts. Definitely efforts. Progress depends. But anyway, I'm making efforts. So give me a thumbs up if you felt inspired by this video and you want to continue decluttering your home with me in 2023. I'm challenging you to do small areas like I did. This one actually took longer because, one, I have a lot of appliances. Two, I needed to wash them. Had they not been dirty, that would have been a 1 hour deal. It took me 3 hours. And now I'm going to do another video, by the way. Find me on Facebook and Instagram at My Great Challenge. Channel merch like this mug with my mug on it that says cleaning, and nobody got time for that. I think I have another one that says it's not hoarding if you dust it. But anyway, channel merch is right on top. I put the link or down in the description box. My Great Challenge gift. I also have vintage finds, all sorts of vintage stuff. I like to thrift for resale. That's Frenchie and Tubby on Etsy. And for those of you who want to see more shenanigans and are interested in my personal and more intimate family life, you can check me out and support me on my Patreon channel at patreon.com/mygreatchallenge. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next declutter video. Bye! Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.